Making our dreams come true. Make sure you take care of her. And Joey's in the kitchen. You guys remember Joey? Anybody? Joey's back. It's not a song. Joey is back. Give it up for Joey. Come on. Woo. All right. Well, we love you, Joey. He's back there like cussing. He probably can't hear over the dubstep or whatever. But so we're gonna do some jokes tonight. We're gonna goof around. Feel free to sign up. Like I said, the sign-up sheet's right here. So without further ado, I wrote some stuff I was going to get into. Got to find it though. Hold on, everybody. Also, before we also get started, everybody give it up for executive producer Nick Rosenau. Yeah. That's not even how the sound works, but I'm fucking improvising out here. I know that's not the right way to say it. Joe and Julie are back. We haven't seen them in a while. Love you guys. Well, she can hear on the microphone. It's loud. Maybe not. I don't know. Depends on how good her hearing is, but that's not what we're here for.
Yell louder.
Dan, you be louder.
You go out and tell her. I'm not getting into trouble with your lady. You go yell at her.
You be a little louder. Fans are running.
Oh, you want to switch off the fan? Go ahead.
No, be louder.
You want me to juice her up?
Just a little bit.
Oh, well, I like it. A little more? Is that better? More? Is that better?
Yeah.
Is that more? That's kind of hot right there.
That is down a little bit.
All right.
Down a little bit.
Let's go down over here. There we go. How's that? Is that a little better?
Yeah.
A little spicy, a little less spicy? It's not how you say it. It's not spicy sound. But like I said, I wrote some stuff I was going to work on. And feel free to come up and work on some stuff too. It's a very welcoming format. We got this table of lovelies over here, and we got Cody over here. They will treat you with the utmost dignity and respect. So, I know you guys don't believe it. Believe it. So, I was going to say it's fucking hot out. We all know that. Not a joke. But last week I did this set about sweating, about how much I sweat. You guys remember? I should have done it this week. But the truth is I sweat every week, so I could do it any week. I'm disgusting. So, but like I said though, it's hot. It's hot out today. And when it's hot out, I like to visualize things that are, cooler, you know what I mean? I like to visualize, like maybe I'll visualize snow. Maybe I'll visualize that I'm funny. You know what I mean? These are the kinds I visualize. I imagine these things when it's hot out, kind of picture it. But that's the thing, I was bringing up snow because snow might be what brought some of you guys here tonight. Maybe you came down because you wanted to rail some powder, or maybe you just wanted to plow. People come here for these kinds of things, we know that. But either way, you're here, and that's what's binding us, is we're here together. Binding us. Do you get it yet? These are snow jokes. Do you catch my drift? You guys got it? Nobody? All right. Well, this is all a story we're working on here. I used to work at LibTech, a snowboard company out here, and I've got to ask, any LibTech workers in the house?
Former.
Former. Anybody else? Anybody? All right, well, there's a couple of us at least. We're everywhere. We're part of the community, as it were. But it's a snowboard factory. So I would bring up, this is just me, my self-glorification. I'll bring up, I never met anybody famous. But when Danny Cass won the silver medal in the Olympics, I made 7 boards that he rode in the Olympics, and he won the silver. So he held the board on the podium, the Olympic podium on TV, the whole world. I was like, oh, I made that board. So that was like my closest claim to fame that I've ever had, I was pretty proud of that. Because I felt like a real mogul. See, there you go.
No.
I know, exactly. But maybe that's my calling, kind of like I do here with the mic. I'm not necessarily, I realize that my meaning is more about helping others achieve success through what I can create. Like the guy who invented steroids, you know what I mean? He's helping everybody out. That's what I'm trying to do. So, I got to ask them, and I already know the answer from some people. Anybody snowboard or ski in here? Anybody winter sports?
No skate, bud.
This guy used to fucking run the lift. I know you be down there.
No skate.
Be down there. That's not proper English, but we don't care. But yeah, snowboarding and skiing. You shred the gnar. That's what I was supposed to ask. You guys shred the gnar. It's old dated, but it's pretty cool. It'd be a lot cooler if you did. The mountain's cool. That's why I was visualizing the mountain, because it's cool and it's fucking hot as shit down here, So, but oh yeah, I had some real bullshit here. I was gonna say, if you like the mountain and you like snowboarding, you'll love my set. If not, you won't snowboard. You'll be so bored. Oh, this guy's got a super choice supercharger. It's hard to compete with that. I gotta admit. I know exactly. Everybody's like, what's that out there? Just put the mic to the fucking car, you know?
Let's hear it for the supercharger.
Wait till he comes in. We'll give him a cheer though, for sure. But before he gets here, like I was gonna say, I got some really shitty jokes I wanted to throw out. I had you'll be so bored, but if you're so bored, instead of snowboarding, you could always check out my backside. Oh, see? Yeah, I'm carving these jokes out, people. I'm seriously just really stretching. But the reason that I wrote this set was because it comes from a story, a true story. Years ago, there was no snow at Hurricane Ridge one winter. And my friend Carl, he bought a season's pass for the Hurricane Ridge. And when there was no snow, they just forwarded everybody's passes to the next year. But he was in like Tahoe or Mammoth, fucking Heavenly, so he's working in California, so he wasn't here. So he was like, just go to the ticket booth and say that you're Carl and ride for free, you know, on me. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I'll totally do that. But the problem is, I mean, you guys know me. If you don't know me, I'm not Carl. So I know it's a...
Cheer for the supercharger.
Hell yeah! Woo!
Do a wheelie.
Yeah. No, it's hard to do comedy with a boner. Shit. Anyways. But yeah, like I said though, where the fuck was I? Get so distracted by a car. Anyways. Oh yeah. I'm not Carl, that was it. I don't even look like Carl, not even with beer goggles, not even in a blackout or a whiteout. Yeah, that's rough. So I'm trying stuff out. Like I said, this is a place to try stuff out. I don't even think I qualified to be Carl though, because Carl, my friend Carl, love the guy, but he's younger than me, stronger, faster, better looking, makes more money, more travel, more personable. He doesn't do stand-up comedy. You know, he's got a lot of things going for him. So I started looking down and I was like, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to pull this off. You know, I'm gonna be Carl. I don't know if I can do it. But I've always wanted to pretend that I was someone else. So now I get the chance. So I fucking do it. I walk up to the ticket booth. I'm like, yeah, I'm Carl Hanley. I'll fucking take the pass. Go get, you know. And she's like, they don't check ID, thank God. She's like, all right, fucking, here's your pass for the day, Carl. And I was like, fuck, it was all downhill from there. Fuck. I know, exactly. That was a good one. But, so, yeah, I don't look like Carl. You heard that. But, see, I have a lot of notes here. Like I said, I'm working on a lot of stuff with the set. But I wrote all that whole year. I used his season pass every weekend day that it was open all year. I got a lot of free rides out of it. I really felt like I came out ahead. I felt like I came out like Diddy's oil salesman or something, you know what I mean? Someone who really did well. That's how I felt after the whole thing. And people started calling me Carl on the mountain. That was part of the fun, you know? And I started to feel like Carl. I started to feel good about myself. And I was treating other people with respect. I even washed my hands. It was a different me, you know what I mean? I was coming around the mountain, you know? And, but, yeah, what do we got here? There's so much stuff here. I was Carl. In fact, this is true. People would be like, hey, Carl, and I'd be like, hey, guy, I don't know your name, but actually you don't know mine either, you know? Aha, motherfucker. They didn't know who I was. It was fun for me. But I felt like another person, you know, I should have committed a crime, to be honest. But Carl would never do that. Carl's a stand-up guy, as I said, and I'm not qualified to be him. But me, on the other hand, I was on a fucking crime spree. You know, identity theft, fraud, consuming alcohol and cannabis in the fucking national park illegally. You know, I was doing all that horrible stuff. I was really riding high, about 5,200 feet to be specific. I was elevated. I'll admit I was elevated. I started bragging to the guys at LibTech. It's like, dude, I've been using Carl's pass all year for free. It's been a fucking gold mine. Next thing you know, some fucking asshole from LibTech goes up to the ticket booth saying he's Carl Hanley. I'm like, who the fuck would pretend to be Carl Hanley to ride for free? That's fucked up. Takes a real degenerate to do something like that. So, Luckily, though, the ticket lady had my back. Because apparently, she said, oh no, hold on, I'm jumping ahead. Yeah, he wanted to ride for free. Don't want to pretend to be Carl. That's a slippery slope. That was it. I know, it's a real tough sled. Like, I had to bring that one in, come on. Slippery slope, you're not going to gloss over that joke, come on. But anyways. Oh yeah, that was the real kicker, was that the ticket lady had my back. So I went up to the booth to get my ticket. She was like, someone came up and they said that they were Carl Hanley. And I told them, you're not Carl. I know Carl Hanley. And I was like, do you? Yeah, I don't think she does. But that's fine. I rode for free all year. But also, though, when someone said they were Carl, I instantly froze. I was like, is Carl in town? You know, I kind of like, am I going to have to freestyle something here? Like mix up, you know? And, but no, Carl was in California and I was in Washington. I stated that earlier. In fact, he was cross country. So she gave me the pass though for the day. She said, have a good day, Carl. I fucking walked out of there like it was Ocean's 11, you know, George Clooney would be proud. No, I don't like that one. Let's try a different one. I walked out of there like fucking Nicolas Cage as Travolta, you know what I mean? And I laughed my face off. That's a little better. I always wonder nowadays too if she'll see me around town like at the Safeway or something, and she'll shout out, "Hey Carl!" You know, and I'm over there like not responding, you know. And she's like, "What a fucking asshole! Fuck Carl! You know, fuck that guy." But that's the thing, snubbed, you know. Carl would never do that. I would do that. So I also wonder if she'd come here and see my set. According to the success of the mic and the number of people, I don't think that's very likely. So I guess I can live peacefully. And that's about it. Thanks to everybody. I'm Carl Hanley.
You're not Carl. I know Carl.
And like I said too, there's a sign-up sheet. So feel free to sign up. More people are coming up because just like snowboarding in comedy, we take turns. So, that was a joke, right?